Judo your personal breakdowns. What do I mean by that? When I was young, I was sent by my parents to study judo. I've studied a couple of martial arts, never got really deep into it because I was, well, too lazy, I guess. I was more of a chubby nerd kind of kid, not really the karate do competition type. But judo was my first encounter with martial arts. What I remember from these judo lessons is that before anything else, you learn how to fall. Because you do fall a lot, so you might as well do it properly. And falling properly, falling in the right way, is an art form. There is so much to know about yourself, about movement, about the floor, all the things that make a good fall. And you study how to fall in a way that creates the less damage and maybe even sometime create a benefit for you. If you pull your opponent or if you get to a different position that you couldn't get to before. Falling is an important part of judo. Now, as a person, as a creative person, you will have a lot of breakdowns. It's what we do. Drama queens that having breakdowns, and every time you have a different disappointment, and every time you have huge rush of adrenaline when the project is finished or an exhibition is opening, and then you drop into the abyss of despair and bitterness and fight with everybody. You know, the fun part of being a creative person. There will be a lot of breakdowns. If you're a little bit older, if you're my age, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, there are three ways to break down. There is the judo way, which means that you fall in a way that you don't break anything. You don't break your wrist, you don't break your ribs, you don't break your leg. You just manage to roll over, become one with the fall, absorb the energy, and move on from there. It sounds complicated, but it is actually something that is very natural to do once you learn how to do it. The second breakdown would be if you just fall down, fall back, break something, your hand, your leg, your head. The damage is substantial. The third part is what most creative people like to do best, and that is fall over, and while they are falling over to this breakdown, they grab the tablecloth and pull everything off the table, all the plates, all the glasses, all the silverware, all the food that everybody is eating, and they take everything down with them. This is what creative people do best. Create as much damage as they can while they're having their personal breakdowns. I have done it in my life a couple of times. It is amazing how much damage you can do to the environment and to the people around you if you really put your heart into it. If you really say, I'm going down, everybody's going down with me. As I said, unfortunately, this is the choice of many creative people. I say do the opposite. Do the judo part. Roll over. Go with the breakdown. Make it as soft as possible. Make it as accurate as possible. Even falling down, you can be accurate. You can be precise. You can be focused. My personal advice is try to judo your personal breakdowns. If only just to minimize damages.